Welcome to Exam Sale. In this video we will break down the Citrix ADC Advanced Topics exam on security, management, and optimization so you know exactly what to study. This exam covers 8 domains with weighted focus: App Firewall 25%, Citrix Application Delivery Management 25%, Authentication Authorization and Auditing 15%, Citrix ADC Tuning and Troubleshooting 14%, App Expert Rate Limiting and HTTP Callouts 8%, Global Server Load Balancing 7%, and Front-End Optimization 6%. Each domain lists difficulty, estimated study hours, and the assessment style so you can prioritize hands-on practice and scenario work. Use the weights to guide your study time and focus on the heavier domains first. App Firewall is 25% of the exam, rated hard, and needs about 18 hours of study with scenario-based assessments. You will learn to protect web applications from attacks and data exfiltration by using advanced security profiles, policy expressions, and signature management. Expect to differentiate basic and advanced profile settings, configure profile engine behavior, implement policies, and manage security check priority and imports or exports. You will also work with signatures to guard against SQL injection and cross-site scripting, create custom signatures, and tune learning and visualization to reduce false positives. Citrix Application Delivery Management, or ADM, is also 25%, medium difficulty, and about 15 hours with hands-on and conceptual assessments. This domain teaches centralized management, monitoring, and orchestration of ADC infrastructure including high availability, disaster recovery, and license distribution. You will configure ADM agents, implement RBAC, and use analytics like Web Insight, HDX Insight, Gateway Insight, and Security Insight to interpret app score and health reports. The syllabus also covers configuration automation through jobs and style books, SSL lifecycle management, automated backups, and event rules. Authentication, authorization, and auditing is 15%, hard, and requires around 12 hours of scenario-based study. Focus on N-factor authentication to build multi-factor flows using policy labels, next factor logic, and custom login schemas, and design flows based on group membership. Learn to troubleshoot N-factor flows with visualizer and logs and implement advanced protocols such as SAML, OAuth, and OpenID Connect. The domain also covers Citrix ADC as a SAML service provider or IDP, Kerberos constrained delegation, and integrating external identity providers. Citrix ADC tuning and troubleshooting is 14%, hard, and about 12 hours with scenario exams. You will optimize system performance by tuning CPU and memory, configuring HTTP/2 and TCP profiles, and managing system thresholds and SNMP alerts to prevent resource issues. Gain hands-on skill with packet engines, core management, and understanding hardware versus software constraints. Troubleshooting tools covered include nstrace and nstdump for packet capture, interpreting ns.log and message files, analyzing core dumps, using the shell for advanced queries, and diagnosing bottlenecks with nsconmsc. App Expert Rate Limiting and HTTP Callouts is 8%, medium difficulty, and needs about 6 hours of conceptual and scenario-based study. Learn to control traffic flow by configuring rate limiting selectors, streams, and traffic shaping policies, and apply thresholds to block brute force attacks while evaluating impact on application traffic. For HTTP callouts, you will define callout requests and parameters, parse responses for policy evaluation, and integrate callouts within rewrite and responder policies. The syllabus also covers callout timeouts, error handling, and securing callout communications. Global Server Load Balancing, or GSLB, is 7%, medium difficulty, and requires about 6 hours of scenario-based practice. This domain covers multi-site availability, configuring GSLB sites and services, and managing metric exchange protocol status for health exchange. You will implement ADNS and DNS delegation, configure static and dynamic proximity, and set up GSLB persistence and site preference to control traffic across geographic locations. Emphasis is on designing resilient, multi-site architectures and testing failover behavior. Front-end optimization is 6%, easy, and roughly 4 hours with conceptual and scenario questions. You will learn to improve page load times by applying FEO policies to minify CSS and JavaScript, optimize and lazy load images, and remove HTML comments and excess white space. The domain teaches how to configure FEO profiles, set action priority, and evaluate the impact of optimizations on browser rendering. Focus on practical examples that show measurable improvements in user experience. Wrap up by allocating study time according to the listed percentages and estimated hours, and by practicing scenario-based tasks for the hard domains. Prioritize app firewall and ADM first, then cover authentication, tuning, app expert features, GSLB, and FEO with labs and simulations. Good luck with your prep, and use hands-on exercises and the official docs to validate each skill before the exam.